Hello. In this video, I'll be talking to you about the difference between the Biophilia Tracker 4 Max and the new Biophilia Tracker 5 Ultra. So, the difference between these two versions is that the Biophilia Tracker 5 Ultra has the Ultra Scan function, which is new. So, I will be showing you how to make use of that function in this video. In the research page, you will notice this new function called UltraScan with a checkbox. So in order to make use of this function, please ensure that you have a tick on that checkbox beside UltraScan. Once you do that, you can go and select an organ or a part that you would like to scan. So for instance, I'm choosing the intestines here. After you do the scan, all you have to do is bring your cursor over the area that you have scanned, and based on the energy pointers, you will be able to zoom into any of these regions. Now, notice a picture appears at this bottom rectangle here. So when I hover over the intestinal regions, various images or various applicable scans are what's appearing throughout this scan. So let me show you an example of what it looks like. Right, so what I did was to just click on any point and it scanned into the inner region of that organ. Now I can go even further, as you can see, down into the capillaries over here and the various cells in this region as well. So let's go in one more layer. I'm just clicking here. Right, as you can see, a thorough scan has been done of the capillary here. I can even go down further into these regions as well, and you can see the image appearing here, meaning there are applicable regions still for scanning. Right, I can go down even further into the mitochondria region. Now, as you can see, we can even go down into the molecular levels to see what's really at the bottom of it. Right, so basically, by doing this ultra scan, it allows you to really drill down to the bottom of where the issue might be coming from. So it does not always mean that the problem comes from the most simplest or the tiniest point. Sometimes, as you can see here, when we did the scan, over here the energy is green. However, at this region, we had a lot of black squares, but we went in further and then we didn't see as many black squares there. So you might have to do a couple of scans here and there just to double check whether this is definitely the layer at which the energy shows lowest scores. And the good thing about this ultra scan is that now we can identify that point at which the energy is lowest and apply treatment to that point instead of way above in the intestines where I would have treated if I hadn't had the option to go down here. So when you apply therapy to the region that has this weakness, to the core of it, I would say, the effectiveness of the treatment is a lot better, and we can expect improvement much faster in this way. So this is what the UltraScan function offers us with the Biophilia Tracker 5 Ultra. Right, so if you still have the Biophilia Tracker 4 Max, it just doesn't have this ultra scan function. In that version, what we did was we will manually select these organs, the tissues, um, manually select all of these cells, even down to the chromosomes, the DNA, RNA. We had to manually select them and scan those. So without prior knowledge of which DNA strand is linked to which, or which tissue lies beneath which organ, without that knowledge, Biophilia Tracker 4 Max would be a little bit more difficult to use. But now with this ultra scan function with the Biophilia Tracker 5 Ultra, you can now do this kind of in-depth scanning without even having too much knowledge on what um, the biological features really are. So that's just a good thing about the Biophilia Tracker 5.